Good morning, grade 7. It's teacher Salma. Hope you are all well. And today we will complete our grammar in unit 6. Let's move to it. Yes, so today we will talk about the past simple of the verb be. As you know that the verb be in the present form, okay, it's is and are and am. And when I want to make a past simple of the verb be, which is the verb to actually of a verb, it will become was and were. And today we will learn how to put was and were in the affirmative sentence and in the negative sentence and in a question. So let's start how to use was and were in the affirmative sentence. And we said before that the affirmative sentence اللي هي الجملة المثبتة grade 7 okay so it's the let's say the الجملة العادية يعني and whenever I started the sentence, okay, with a singular subject اللي هو الفاعل المفرد, we use was with it, okay? And whenever I use, let's say, a plural subject in the sentence, like they, we, and you, we use were with it. So, when it comes I, she, he, and it, we use was, they, we, you, we use were. Let's move to the negative form of the past simple. When I want to make a negative form of the past simple, okay, the verb be actually, okay, it becomes we add to the to was not, we add not to was, and it becomes wasn't. Also, we add not to were and it becomes weren't, okay? Also, when my sentence started with I, she, he, and it, and here it should be in the brackets not plus be, okay? Not plus be. So here we should make the sentence negative, and also because we have I, she, he, and it, we should add was. So when I add was and I wanted to make it a negative form, so we should add not to was and it will become wasn't. When I have a, let's say, a plural subject in the beginning of the sentence, we should add were. And when I want to make it negative, we should add not to were and it will become weren't. Let's move to the question form of the, let's say, when I want to make a question using was and were. So, when I want to ask about a singular subject, okay, I want to ask about a singular subject, I will use was. So I switch between, look at the sentence here, the affirmative one, okay? The form of the sentence in any, let's say, in any English sentence, okay, we start usually with the subject, then the verb. But in the question, we should switch between the subject and the verb. So the verb becomes first, and the second, it becomes the subject. So when I want to ask about a singular subject, we should use was. And when I want to ask about let's say, plural subject, I use were. Let's take a look on the examples. Here we have a negative sentence, okay? It started by she, okay? And she is a singular, let's say, subject. And because of it, we use was. And because of that it's negative, we use not and it becomes wasn't. So she wasn't beautiful. The second sentence, it's an affirmative sentence. It started with I, and I is a singular subject. And so we used was because of the singular subject. So I was at my friend's house yesterday. Okay. Were they at work? Were they at work? Here, the subject that I am asking about is a plural subject, okay? A plural subject. They, we, and you. Okay, ضمائر الجمع, grade 7. So they, we, and you, we should use were to ask about them. And we were tired yesterday. Here we started the sentence with we, and it's a plural subject, so we should use were. Let's do this exercise. Complete the sentences by using past simple of be. The question will be like this, okay, like this form. So, it called yesterday, and here it will put شو عندي هون بيكون grade 7 the base form of be. Okay, this is the base form of be, the verb 1. Okay, and here I should use the past simple of be, and we said before that the past simple of be is was and were, and we use it and it depends on let's say, in using it on the subject that we are talking about. So here we used it, okay, the sentence begins with it, so I should use was because it's a singular subject. So it was called yesterday. Here, we were late for the meeting. We used were because the subject is we, it's a plural subject. You was or were in the library when I called you. Actually, you, let's say, it becomes a singular subject or a plural subject, and it depends on the sentence. So here it becomes both. But usually, or let's say often, it becomes with where. The people we met last night were French. Why we use were here? Because the people, and the people is a plural, okay? So it's a plural noun, and we use were with the people. That woman, which is singular, woman, not women, grade 7, it's a woman, a singular subject, wasn't Spanish. Why we put just put wasn't here in the sentence? Because we have with be not. Okay, when the question wants you to make the sentence in negative form, it will put and beside the be not, the word not. Okay, we weren't tired when we arrived. So not and be, we becomes we will got were, and here we have not, so we weren't. The test wasn't easy. Here we have not and be, so the test is a singular subject, the test, not tests, okay? Test, a one test, okay? So it takes was and not, so it becomes wasn't. Where? Here we have a question, okay? And whenever I want to decide what I use, either where or was to a question, I look after the let's say أداة السؤال, okay, which is was and where, and here we have you, which is the subject of that I am asking about, and you is a plural subject, so we should use where, so it becomes where were you last week, and was it warm there? Here we have it, and it's a singular subject, so we used sorry, we used was with it, and that's it. Thank you, grade 7, for your listening. Hope you have a nice day, and see you on Sunday, inshallah. Thank you.